Missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with heart. How much you miss it.
Okay, if I seem really tired or, completely done with it, it's because this is actually the 4th time I'm recording this video due to, I don't want to get into it. But anyway, one of the biggest problems I've faced, problems/changes since I graduated, was my social life just completely went out the window. And that's not to say I don't have friends like where I live. It's more that, everyone's got their own things to do. So my social gatherings have become a monthly thing if I'm lucky. Naturally, I started using social media more than I already was, just to kind of keep up with what everyone's doing. And I saw a tweet which reminded me of something. So the tweet was about how back in the day people used to wear football trainers as fashionable shoes, like just with jeans or whatever. And I'm a guilty party. I was part of that category, and I still stand by it. The shoes I wore were amazing, Nike Elasticos. And I remember this pair of trainers that I really wanted back then, and I wasn't allowed, but I saw a very similar sneaker version from a different brand during Black Friday, and I picked them up. And that was a big thing for me because the shoes I usually wear are quite minimal, neutral colors. So to go with a shoe that's like 5 different colors and a very blocky, loud design is very drastic for me. It's completely the other end of the spectrum in terms of my usual wardrobe. So yeah, I'm not talking about shoes this entire video, by the way. This video is about me reconnecting with my youthful side. Anyway, I haven't worn the shoes yet, so I'm gonna go for a walk, and I want you guys to come with me, so let's go.
Don't think, stink, pink gators. My Detroit players, Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, if the head right, Biggie there, every night. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls walk to us.
Did you guys see the new Spider-Man movie? I did, and spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't seen it by now, then you probably don't care enough to be annoyed by spoilers anyway. But yeah, for me, I had to go because Spider-Man 2 starring Tobey Maguire was actually the first film I ever saw in cinema all those years ago. Yeah, and I just, even though technically Iron Man's my favourite superhero in the MCU, Spider-Man just has that, I don't know, he's just a classic, isn't he? Everyone loves Spider-Man. So I had to go see that. Sick film. If you haven't seen it by now, what are you waiting for? In fact, after I saw the film, I actually went and watched Into the Spider-Verse as well, because I hadn't seen that. And that was really sick, especially from like a graphic designer's perspective. Like, it's just insane the amount of work that's gone into that. And well, okay, after I saw the film, like No Way Home, I just started reading comics, and I've never done that. Comics are really cool, and I'd actually read the Miles Morales comic, so I knew what was going to happen in the film before I actually saw it. So timing could have been better for me, but still enjoyed it. But yeah, comics and all that, and just like reading in general, I've got back into it. I used to read a lot when I was a kid. I haven't been doing as much in recent years, but inshallah this year I can get back to reading regularly. So I've started doing that before bed again. Something else I used to do before bed when I was a kid was, you know, them ones when you're playing on the PSP or your DS or whatever you had, and you just have to hide it under your pillow. Yeah, I started playing video games again. I didn't buy FIFA last year, but I got FIFA 22 this year, and been loving it. It's a bit of a escapism, isn't it, from reality. Career mode. I love career mode. I actually considered like streaming it on Twitch at some point, but probably not. Who wants to see that, eh? Who wants to see me on screen? But yeah, career mode actually takes up like an hour and a bit of my day. Like it's actually like part of my work schedule now, which is mad. But those are the joys of having a flexible work schedule and working from home. So I love it. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if there's any sort of deep, meaningful message behind this video at all. It's just me sort of rambling about what I've been doing in recent months, but hope you've enjoyed it anyway. And yeah, I'll see you next time, inshallah. Let me fix that. That's better. So you might have just sat through all that and be wondering, what's your point, prick? And I just wanted to highlight how entering the professional world of work is quite daunting and can be overwhelming at times for people my age. Luckily I haven't had too much trouble with it in terms of balancing it, probably because of the things that I've been doing that I've mentioned in this video. But just do something that defines joy for you with no strings attached. But you know, don't be a total kid about it. Find some kind of balance. So in summary, life is short, be childish.
When I grow